Hello, Gemini. Welcome to your reading with me, Cindy. Gemini, we're going to go into the Oracle. What the heck? The Destiny, the Lace of Destiny, the Lace of Destiny Oracle deck. What is that? Oh, Temptation. Temptation at the bottom. Love temptation. Summer. You have an interesting underlying pre-shuffle. I haven't really been looking at anybody else's, but there was something about the way it caught my eye. Like it looked like to me, with my glasses on too, it looked like two eyes in the dark. It literally looked like two eyes in the dark. So summer, love, temptation. So I don't know. We're kind of like coming out of summer, although my Southern Hemisphere friends will be moving towards summer very soon. So maybe there's something about that under there for you. Anyways, we're going to use this deck, and I have a tarot deck as well. We're going to see where your past and your present energy is, Gemini. So let's get started, shall we? Gemini. Past and present energies for the Gem crowd. I just heard gemstone, so maybe that's your new nickname. Not just gems, but gemstones. There's something significant about a gemstone. Past and present. One more. Okay. In the past, you had happiness. Jeez. Okay, that's good. I hope we still have it for you in the present. Well, you would know. You're coming to the reading. So in the past, there's happiness. It could have even been a trip somewhere. You could have gone to Paris. You could have gone to some... And if you live in Paris, you could have gone somewhere else. It was like, you know, it's a picnic. It's a nice situation. It feels like vacation, honestly. It looks like two people kind of on vacation together, having a good time. Everything is nice. Now, Rider. So, and with the Nine of Hearts, which is the Nine of Cups, following sort of your independent dreams and wishes here. I don't know. They both look happy. So I'm just saying it's great. So I don't know. You could have been doing something with someone you were really close to, and now you're having some time to yourself. But that time to yourself is fulfilling your own wishes and dreams here. Going on a bit of an adventure. This rider kind of looks like somebody who's like, you know, just ready to kind of take on the world and explore it and see what's out there. Kind of funny. Like that almost feels like a bit like Seven of Cups. But I want to say though, because of the Nine of Cups with that image, it just feels like, yeah, what's out there? Let's explore life and find our dreams and wishes. So it's really interesting. They're nice. They're both really nice energies. Oh, solitude is at the bottom. The Sith, or Scythe. Oh, the Sith. I say that I hear Sith Lord. It's not right. Okay. Wreath is your underline. Wreath. The Sith. And solitude. There's something actually about all three of these cards even combined that feels I don't call it, almost like a spiritual practice, like preparing oneself kind of like spiritually, almost like swathing oneself in a spiritual practice. And then this is like kind of like the tool of harvest, that also signifies ends to cycles. Interesting with solitude. You could be coming to an end of some sort of solitude, but it doesn't really feel, it feels like I don't know how long ago this card was, right? Like it's just something in the past. It kind of feels like the Ten of Cups too, right? It's like kind of two people together laughing and having a really good time. It feels very easygoing. Like there's no schedule here. You can do whatever you want. We can sit and watch the sunset. So I wonder if this is almost like reclaiming some sort of happiness, because the underlying to me feels more, to me, it's kind of like how we got here. And this is where you are now. So if there was something that you were kind of searching within yourself here in terms of dreams and wishes, and like Rider, going out there, seeing what life has to offer. So the tarot, what is the tarot going to tell us about Gemini's past and present energies? It was funny. I'm looking at its situation. There's different languages on the card. I don't know what the one is besides situation, but it, like without my glasses, from this, it looked like kumbaya, which I thought is very kind of like spiritual together, I guess, in a sense, right? Looks like, I think the other text is like, I would say it looks to me like more Russian, Ukrainian, yeah, Eastern European. Okay, in the past, you had the Eight of Cups, the Three of Pentacles, and the Ten of Swords. You know, it's kind of funny because, yeah, right, like this looks like the sun is setting. Because the tarot cards to me look more like there's something here that you couldn't keep working on with someone else. And you had to let it go. That's what that feels like. Something here that you couldn't keep working on with someone else and you had to let it go. And was that something that used to be happy? Or was that something that, you know, doing all of that, like letting something go, caused you to go on some sort of a journey here to discover happiness? Which is also interesting because, I mean, the Rider is someone also with the Nine of Cups who has their own emotional sovereignty. Maybe there was something kind of codependent in some energy here in the past. And maybe even realizing you weren't happy in that. You weren't happy in some sort of collaborative energy. And Ten of Swords, just letting it go. It has a feeling too, like releasing it. And it's the Phoenix though, which feels funny to come in on the Ten of Swords, because that would, you know, more typically come in with the Death card, the death and rebirth. This is a painful ending. It's not even really clarified as a death card. It could be the death of an ego, the death of who you knew yourself to be, which could be part of some sort of self-exploration going on in the past as well. But I get with this is almost like releasing something, and if it's meant to be yours, it will come back to you, you know, like, because the fire still burns for this Phoenix. Will it return? I don't know, right? Like that's, oh. So now you have the Two of Pentacles, the Five of Cups. Oh, this card did a weird thing for me in a private reading the other day. It's had a Mandela effect. I swear it is. This card has changed. Anyways, it's the Five of Cups. I'll talk about it later if I remember. And then the Queen of Pentacles. So, right, we go from not being either emotionally connected or happy with some sort of collaborative creation situation. And then we go over here, and now this person is kind of like, or so you are working on your own here. Like you've got a recipe, you're following it, kind of like doing really good things. I would say this person actually looks really content in the work that they're doing. But what's interesting is the Five of Cups. It's almost like at nighttime, maybe at nighttime when it's not so busy, There's like sadness or grief, melancholy. But then the Queen of Pentacles comes in, and it's this energy here again of like, kind of like these two working on something. I kind of want to say, I feel like you're on the exploration for the Nine of Cups. Because this energy looks like when you're busy, you're happy and content. But then when it's quiet, you're by yourself, it's later at night, there is a sense of sadness and melancholy. And then finding happiness in partnerships. It's not to say that that's not a wrong thing to do, right? But I think we want to like really look at that Five of Cups. You have the Nine of Cups, but the Five of Cups. This could be even having like some sort of fulfillment, like in your work, but in your personal life, not so much. And maybe even wanting to balance that, like going on an adventure to balance it. Right, I think the important thing is though, in like what I think a lot of us recognize through years of spiritual work and effort and tarot readings, is that this happiness can't be found through another person, right? Like you have to find that first in yourself, and you can't expect another person to support your emotional well-being. You know, if you are obviously not, I mean, it'd be different. If it could be somebody who's dealing with like clinical depression or something like that, then obviously you would need support, right? To make sure you're getting that. But also, you know, I don't know that spouses and partners are necessarily qualified to do that for people. It's another thing to think about. Yeah, because the Queen of Pentacles is a partner, right? I need a partner to make me happy. I want to put, what's at the bottom here? The Eight of Pentacles, the Seven of Cups, and the Eight of Pentacles. I mean, it looks like too in the past, somebody thinking about a lot of different choices, a lot of possibilities in terms of work. I mean, maybe too, maybe you're someone who spent a lot of time working and neglected your personal life here a little bit, and now thinking about that. Oh, do you want to, so, okay. I swear, I don't know if any of you have this deck, but Mandela effects can be very funny that way. Like, it depends on how we remember. I remember this card because I've looked at the details in it. There was like at least 1 or 2 pizza boxes down here, and she was holding a slice of pizza. And this card always gave me the message, like this, it's like a Friday night, this person's by themselves, they've ordered a pizza, they're kind of lonely and gloomy by themselves having pizza on a Friday night. Right? But it's not what it is. She's holding a piece of paper now that's almost like been folded and fanned, but she's crimpled it up and it's got writing on it, and it's just all books here. I don't know if I'm confusing that with another card, but I swear to God, that used to be, she used to be holding a slice of pizza. Anyways. So I'm going to put cards underneath what's here on the table. So, right, so the past, you had happiness, 8 of Cups, 3 of Pentacles, 10 of Swords. Was it happiness, though? There was no real emotional investment with the 8 of Cups. Justice is under the 8 of Cups. Under the 3 of Pentacles, well, was the 7 of Wands. So, yeah, something's not like having to kind of protect, being a little bit defensive about a project, maybe being involved in a relationship or some sort of dynamic where it felt like someone was more controlling. Like, why would you need to be defensive about your project, right? Or the project of life or the project of a somebody wanting something to go in a certain way that isn't in alignment with how you would like it to go. Let's just say that, right? So the 10 of Swords, whoa, the 9 of Swords. Oh, so this is almost like an ending that maybe was something that even you didn't really want to listen, particularly want to hear. So it was either a really tough call that you had to make in your life, or I feel like some sort of choice or choices were made. So either you and or someone else made some sort of choice here to end some collaborative or relationship connection. And the 9 of Swords, either this could have been voices coming in saying it'll never get better, it'll always be bad, or this is what you need, you need to do, but you don't want to hear it. Interesting. So now, right? Card number 1, Rider. Set out on the highway. Searching for adventure. Okay, under the 2 of Pentacles, well, you have the World. So you're putting that, that's actually a cycle that's closing off. And the 5 of Cups, oh, it's the 3 of Cups. So maybe you're getting together here. You're getting out. Getting out. And then the Queen of Pentacles, always the 5 of Wands. There's the conflict, but that's the funny thing. Because there is some sort of conflict here for you. I want to say on maybe a personal level with relationship. But I think you're meant to explore that. You are meant to explore that. Get on the motorcycle and see where it takes you. This could be internal conflicts that you have. If you found yourself defensive or protective in the past, do you need to be that way with all relationships moving forward? I don't know. It's interesting reading. The stars at the bottom. Solitude. Wow. Right? We ended with solitude here. There was 2 others, but let's just look at the solitude and then the stars. Like, so perhaps having been through a period of deep personal healing. Interesting. Hi, Larry. Boy, you're handsome. Not on the table, though. Yeah, the garage is open. Yeah, you got your cat door. Access to all things wanted. He almost seems upset about it. Probably his tail. He likes to bother me to open things for him, but when they're open, it's like, oh shit, now I have nothing to complain about. So funny. Okay, happiness in the past. Oh, that's too many. What's that? Okay, what initially came out is 2 Pentacles, Ace of Cups, and 6 of Swords. That was happiness. It was almost like you were told to move away from happiness and to start the 2 of Pentacles. So managing some things here. Maybe there's some shit you had to deal with. Well, what is this big pile that fell down? Okay. The Death card, the Queen of Pentacles, the 3 of Wands, the 4 of Pentacles, the Hermit, and the Tower. There's a part of you that you almost like you had to walk away from something. And you had to, I want to say, alchemize some stuff, some personal stuff. Get your life in order with the 2 of Pentacles. And move forward. Like, it's almost like it's what the universe directed me to do. So I did it. The 8 of Cups and Justice. The 9 of Swords, the Knight of Cups, and the 9 of Wands. Something had to be balanced here for you to return. Maybe for the return of this Phoenix. Because it's right, the Death card was part of that pile that just sort of flew out. Juggling things. But the juggling things is coming to an end right now. You couldn't emotionally attach to something that you wanted to. And even if your mind was like, there was definitely something going on here between your mind and your heart. Your mind and your heart. You had to play the long game here in life. You're kind of coming to some sort of recognition in that. And that, like, when I say the long game, this is the long game towards success. And in that long game towards success, there are some kind of losses, right? The Nine of Wands is also described as that. This is the individual, the energy of feeling like you're losing the battles, but you have not yet lost the war. So, like, right, there's something that you sacrifice certain things short term for a bigger long-term success here. The Three of Pentacles and the Seven of Wands. The Five of Cups. It kind of has a feeling too of needing to protect yourself. You need to protect yourself from something, and it's sad. It's sad to do it. The Ten of Swords, and there's the Nine of Swords. It's like, yeah, this has to come to an end. The Page of Wands, the Strength card, and the Four of Wands. And it does look like to me like you hold any sort of communication back until it's the right time. Yeah, I can definitely see why the Solitude is here, why the Hermit kind of flew out in that pile as well, because this is definitely pulling in all your energy. It's really like pulling in all your energy and going in a different direction. And perhaps it is for the, what is it for? It is maybe for the pursuit of happiness. Maybe you're finding yourself, you were finding yourself compromising and juggling your priorities in a way that you didn't want to. So now you're the rider, the Nine of Cups. The Seven of Wands and the Lovers. Okay, I want to say that this is definitely, well, what was the thing? You were protective before about collaboration. Because you had that Seven of Wands in the past. Is this what you're protecting yourself for? Like your true divine path here, your true divine choice, your true divine partner, whatever, you know, in whatever way that appears for you. You're holding out for that with the Seven of Wands and the Lovers. Like destiny's path. So the Two of Pentacles, that's finished. That with the World card, that cycle is fully completed and ended. So if there's things here that you were juggling in the past or ways that you feel like you were compromising, maybe your own integrity in something, that's finished. You're not building the recipe anymore either with her sitting here, building a recipe on your own. The Seven of Swords and the Magician. Wow, too. I want to say, there is a funny energy about you, like kind of being sneaky and mysterious. That's all part of, so it's been part of something that I want to say you've been manifesting in the background. There's a real strong energy here with your past that I would almost describe as suddenly, I don't know if suddenly disappearing or suddenly going in a totally different direction. And people like, whoa, what happened? But I want to say you were kind of guided to do this. You were told not to communicate with anyone. It's almost like somebody going into like the witness protection program with the universe. Going in the witness protection program with the universe. We're going to find my happiness. I'm going to stop juggling and compromising. So the Five of Cups and the Three of Cups. The Queen of Pentacles. Who is this? Because she's coming up again, right? She's the card beside this Five of Cups. The Queen of Pentacles. What's this Queen of Pentacles? Like, she didn't appear in the past. The Page of Pentacles. It's weird. It's like a mother and mother, child, father energy. Literally. The Queen of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles. Maybe this is the thing. This looks like, to me, some sort of conflict in a relationship, right? Some sort of conflict in the relationship. And then the Queen of Pentacles and the Five of Wands, so there's a conflict here. I feel like it's two people that, I don't know, they somehow don't see eye to eye in something. The Hermit and the Two of Cups. Protecting yourself for your divine choice. I mean, she just looks so much too like a free spirit, doesn't she? Almost, I don't know. Motorcycle. No. I don't know. It just kind of looks like fun adventure, doesn't it? And the adventure that spirit has maybe is taking you to, protecting that path of happiness. I kind of feel like for some of you, there might have been someone who was dependent on happiness through you, perhaps. I mean, that would explain why there's kind of almost like a shutdown on emotions here. That's the best thing to do with the Eight of Cups and Justice. And you have to protect kind of like how you're working on things, what you're building. It's sad that it's come to this, is how I would describe that. Maybe even blocking off communication. But if for some of you, if this is like somebody that you have kids or a child with, I do kind of want to say, right, like that's tricky, because you're showing up here though with the Five of Wands and the Five of Cups, still conflict. There is, it's sad that it has to be this way, is how that comes up. But I see you kind of going on a ride here, like going down the highway. I just heard Route 69 or 65. What is that? I'm not in the US, so don't get all freaked out on me. Oh, the fact that I know that much, you know, right? Isn't it Route 69? 69 that goes from the east to the west coast or something like that? I don't know. Anyways, so going on the highway and get your motor running. The Three of Pentacles and the Star. Wow, that's beautiful. This is your divine blessinged collaborations. Yeah, so that's, and right, and you end with the Star twice at the bottom of both these decks. Definitely, I want to say on the right path, even if there's been conflict on the way. So that's what I have. I'm going to go do the extended Gemini. In the extended, I'm going to ask about your future energy. And the I'm going to continue to use the Lace of Destiny Oracle deck, but I'm going to use a new tarot deck for that. And that gemstones is what I got for you. Till next time, be gentle with yourselves. Bye.